Hello everyone. As some of you might know, I'm sometimes a little bit of an alignment nerd. This is on the one hand because I used to have a lot of injuries in the past, and alignment makes such a big difference in asanas and in other forms, and it helps you that you can practice yoga, practice other movement disciplines for a long time in a healthy way. And today we want to have a look at plank, your correct alignment in plank. And I will start with your wrists and your shoulders, and then the correct alignment of your spine. And yeah, as a bonus, we will also have a look at your legs. All right, let's get started. Your hands. So in positions in a plank or on all fours, your fingers are spread. So your fingers are spread that all your fingers and all your finger knuckles have contact with the mat. And usually the alignment is that your hands are underneath your shoulders, shoulder width apart, and yeah, your middle finger is pointing to the front. In this position, you can also slightly move the insides of your elbow creases to the front. I always imagine there are kind of spotlights from here shining to the front. So if you feel this is a lot of pressure in your wrist crease, sorry, in your wrist crease, or a lot of load on your wrist in general, you can adjust this position and slightly widen your hands and move your hands a bit more to the front, so they are not directly underneath your shoulders. Also, you can have a look whether it's changing when you move your fingers a bit more to the outside. So when you feel like this is more gentle, more friendly to your wrists, then do this position in this way. When you have your perfect wrist position, we focus on the shoulders. The shoulders hold a lot in plank, and so we want to activate the muscle around your shoulder joint. So it's your chest, your lat, and also muscles at the back around your shoulder blades. How are we going to do this? You're in this position, and to activate your chest and also your biceps a little bit, you pull your hands or your upper arm bones towards the midline, towards each other. It's an isometric movement. You won't see a lot, but you will feel it. By pulling them together, your chest muscle is activated. Next, your lat. We do this after pulling your hands together. You pull them backwards towards your knees. So you pull your upper arm bones backwards and activate your lat muscle. So this part is activated. Then we want to broaden our chest. And you can do this by bringing your shoulder blades slightly towards each other. So depending what's easier for you to imagine, bringing shoulder blades together, widening your chest. Pulling hands together, back, shoulder blades together, and then at the same time as a counter movement, you push into your hands, push the ground away and widen the space between your shoulder blades. So I will show it again. So your hands are aligned, then you push your hands towards each other, push them backwards, bring your shoulder blades slightly to the midline, and then you push into the ground. Like this, you're very stable in your shoulder. And then you step back into your plank. I promised you, we want to look at your spine as well. And yeah, also your head is part of your spine because it's on top of your neck. And to make sure that your neck doesn't feel any tension in plank. You look slightly to the front, around that area. And you can imagine that you're pushing the back of your head into an imaginary pillow. So you're pushing it upward. If it's difficult for you to imagine, you can also take your hand, place it at the back of your head and push your head into your hand. So your chin is close to your chest, it's very straight, and you have a very straight neck. And then you want to hug your lower ribs to the midline. So you want to integrate them, hug them to the midline, and then at the same time you want to elongate your lower spine so your tailbone is moving towards your heels. So hugging lower ribs in, tailbone towards the heels. And when we are in this movement, so we bring our shoulders in the perfect movement, plank, pushing head back into this imaginary pillow, hugging the midline, elongating lower spine. Very powerful. And then, as I promised you, legs as a bonus. So plank is a full body position, so also your legs are working. And when you're in this position, when you're in a plank, activating everything, then you can imagine that your feet are also pushing to the midline, and you're coming on your heels a little bit more, and your heels are pushing towards your hands. So you have very active, strong legs as well. Enjoy your planking, and of course this is not only for plank, this is for all the positions when your wrists are bearing a lot of weight, and also for push-ups. You can use this to find a perfect position to start your push-up. Enjoy!